What is up, my bodyweight warriors, and welcome back to another video. Today I am back with a full body beginner flexibility routine. This routine is designed to be able to be done at pretty much any level of flexibility. It's going to work pretty much everything from head to toe and give you a very comprehensive flexibility workout. It's only going to take around 15 minutes, so feel free to follow along and get stuck in wherever you are. If you haven't got time right now, you can go into the description and you can download the free PDF of this routine so you can do it anywhere, regardless of if you have your internet connection on you. Let's jump into the routine. We're going to start with the neck, as the neck builds up a lot of tension. So what you're going to do is you're going to lean your head to the right hand side. You're going to extend out your left arm away from you, place your right arm on the top of your head, and then you're gently going to pull until you feel a stretch in your left hand side of your neck. We're going to hold this position for around 30 seconds. You should feel, as I said, a nice deep stretch in your neck. You may even feel it go into your shoulder. You may feel it go into your upper back, into those upper traps, kind of wherever that tension is. Often there's a lot in the sternocleidomastoid, which is one of those neck muscles that gets very tight when we end up sitting a lot. So just going to hold this position. Remember to breathe nice and deeply during these holds. And we're going to swap to the other side. So you're going to lean your head to the left hand side, extend out that right arm, and then gently use the other hand to assist. During this routine, I'm going to be saying that I'll be holding for 30 seconds, but this is just a rough guideline. If you feel like you're particularly tight in an area, then you may want to hold it longer. I'm just going to remember to breathe nice and deeply, nice and diaphragmatically. That's a key to flexibility training. Just keep breathing. Okay, almost done here. And I'm going to switch around. We're going to go onto our knees, and then we're going to perform some shoulder extension reaches. So you're going to grab both your hands behind you, you're going to pin back your shoulders, and you're going to extend towards the floor. Here you want to try to open that chest up, try not to arch too much through the lower back, and you just want to pull your hands backwards. So you should be squeezing your shoulder blades together, opening up that chest, and don't forget to breathe. Should feel a nice stretch among maybe your chest, all the way down into your shoulder, into your bicep. A nice general release for the upper body. I'm going to hold this position for around 30 seconds, but if you feel like you're getting a nice benefit from it, feel free to hold it a little bit longer. Keep opening that chest up, keep breathing. Right, we're going to scoot back a little bit and we go down into a child pose. So you should feel a nice kind of tension kind of drop off on that lower back. You're going to push your chest down into the ground and we're just going to breathe. That's all we want to do. Just want to breathe and relax. You might feel a nice stretch in your lower back. Feel free to kind of move about. You can move your knees out. Just get comfortable. Next, we're going to focus on the lats. So what we're going to do is we're going to shuffle our knees back. And we're going to do a similar position, but this time we're trying to push our shoulder blades down into the ground. So here you should feel a nice stretch on your lats. So that's the muscle that comes right underneath here. And continue to push, try to push your chest into the ground, try to arch that back, open that chest up. This is stuff that gets usually quite tight if we are sat at a desk working, so we just want to open that up. What we're now going to do is going to put our right arm out to the side, and we're just going to twist away from it and push that chest into the ground. That's going to give us a nice stretch across the pec. You can kind of move backwards, move forwards, try to find where you have those tight spots. For me, it's around 90 degrees straight out from the side. And keep pushing that chest into the ground, keep breathing. I'm going to hold this for about 20 to 30 seconds. And the other arm's just assisting to the side. So then we're going to push back up. Bring the other arm in, bring the left arm out, and do the same stretch. So again, twist away from the arm that's extended out. You're going to push that chest into the ground. You should feel a nice stretch over your pec, maybe even into your bicep, into your elbow. You're going to release all of that tension. Those are usually very worked muscles. Keep holding this position. Keep breathing. Right, we're going to go forward, put our arms out. I'm going to go into an upward facing dog position. From here, we're actually going to do a slow press up down to the ground. Keeping your hands where they are, they should be just underneath your shoulders. You're going to push back up and breathe out. Breathe in, come back down to the ground. We're gonna do 5 of these. So breathe out, push up. Just another couple of these. Remember to breathe out on the way out. You're breathing yourself up. Breathe in. And breathe out. Right, so we're actually gonna, from here, we're gonna flip ourselves over into our back. And all we're gonna do is lie flat on our back. We're gonna bring our knees to our chest and just gonna squeeze. You can rock backwards and forwards a bit if you want. Again, this is gonna be designed to open up and loosen up that lower back a little bit. You can, if you want, you can extend your legs out and you can kind of bring them back up. Just gonna release that tension there. Gonna bring them down to the ground, have both your feet on the ground. And all we're gonna do is we're gonna let our knees drop first to the left-hand side and then to the other side. We're just gonna do 5 reps on each side, just letting the knees drop as far as they want to, bringing them back, bringing them over to the other side. Doesn't matter if you can't touch the floor here, you should just feel a nice kind of stretch that goes into that lower back again, across the hip flexor possibly. So on 3, do another couple on each side. Last one on each side. From here, what we're gonna do, we're gonna bring our legs back to the center. We're gonna move our left hand leg out to the side slightly, hook that right leg over, and you're gonna pull your right knee to your opposite shoulder. So I'm gonna be pulling this right knee to my left hand shoulder. Right now, you should feel a pretty intense stretch in your glute. If you can only pull it so far, don't worry. Put it as far as you can down to that left hand shoulder. We're gonna hold this position for about 30 seconds. What you can do here, you can do a little bit of PNF. So as you breathe in, you're gonna push your knee into your hands. So you're gonna contract that glute. As you breathe out, you're gonna relax and try to pull it a little bit deeper. I'm just gonna do one more of those PNFs. So push into my hand. I'm gonna breathe out, go a bit deeper. Should feel a really nice release here. This is often very, very tight, so you might spend a little bit more time in this one. I'm enjoying it. Right, we're gonna bring that foot back down, same position, move that right leg out, left leg hooks over, and we're gonna bring that left knee to our right shoulder. Again, you should feel a stretch kind of in the glutes, so around this sort of region, right on the outside of your hip, should feel a pretty decent stretch. Again, you can perform that PNF, so breathe in, push in, and breathe out, relax. Let's do one more on this one. All right, we're gonna go up and we're gonna go into a seated position. I'm gonna turn a face sheet so you can see what I'm doing. Our feet are gonna be roughly shoulder width apart. We're just gonna let those legs drop to the left-hand side. And then we're gonna go back to the middle and let them drop together. This is called a hip swivel. And it's just working your hips through full external and full internal rotation. So good for loosening up the hips. We're gonna go 10 reps in total, so 5 reps on each side. Just moving from one to the other, letting those knees drop. So we're on 6, another few on each side. As I said, you may find that one side is a little bit tighter than the other. For that, if it's a little bit tight, you can kind of do another set, another rep on that tight side before alternating backwards and forwards. So do one more here. And I'm gonna come back into the middle. We're gonna push ourselves up into a squat. If you can only get down into a squat, that's fine. If it's only here, a lower squat as you can and just kind of relax. If you have to, you can come forward a little bit, use your hands to assist. From here, we're gonna do some squat into a pike positions. What you're gonna try and do is you're gonna try and keep your chest really close to your legs, push as far up into a pike as you can. You're gonna hold, pause this position, trying to think about touching the floor, and then go back down into a squat position. As again, if you can only squat down to here, that's absolutely fine. That's all you're gonna work towards. So you're gonna keep going up into a pike. We're gonna perform a total of 5 of these, nice and slow. as deep into a squat as you can and as deep into a pike as you can. So we're going to perform just one more. We're going to pause in this pike position. We're going to try and get a nice stretch in that hamstring. What you want to think about here is you want to try and think about sucking your stomach in to try and pull your chest in towards your legs so you get a good stretch in that hamstring. Just relax, try and breathe, move about if you want. And then from here, you're going to take a step back. But for me, I'm going to have to change. I'm going to go into a low lunge. You're going to bring both hands inside of your leg, and we're going to be in a lunge position. If you can bring your elbows down to the ground. If you just want to kind of be as low as you can, you should be feeling a stretch in that front leg, kind of right in the adductors in the groin. Nice deep stretch. You can move around if you want. As I said, if you can't get down that low, just have your hands. But if you can, ideally, get your elbows to the ground. Just going to swing around in this position, trying to get nice, find any of those tight spots. I'm going to bring that knee in. I'm going to sit up into a lunge. So we got our right leg down, we're going to bring our right arm up. And we're just going to lean over to the left-hand side and push that hip forward. Here you want to keep that right glute engaged, making sure you're pushing that hip forward. You should feel a nice stretch deep into your hip, maybe even up into your side of your back. Okay, keep breathing. I'm going to hold this position for about 30 seconds. Breathing is so important, you've got to keep remembering it. Right, from here, I'm going to twist around and we're going to go into a frog position. So this is when your legs are spread nice apart. Going to bring our feet together at the back, and then all we're going to do is we're going to spread our knees out as far as we can. We're just going to rock backwards and forwards. So just going as deep as you can. Keep trying to push those knees out if you can. Go a little bit deeper each time you rock. Here you're looking to have quite a deep stretch into your adductors, so these muscles on the inside of your leg. And it's just going to help open you up. If you tighten your squat, this is actually a really good drill to help open up your legs. It's going to keep rocking and backwards and forwards for about 30 seconds. And we're going to go to a lunge on the opposite side. So I'm going to twist to my right hand side, right foot goes forward. I'm going to lift into that lunge position. And as I said, if you can get down, if you can get those elbows to the floor, that's great. Push that knee out, but just go as deep as you can in this position. If you're up here, that's absolutely fine. Wherever you're getting a stretch. Just going to wiggle about. Again, find those tight spots. Might be a little bit painful for you, but it's a really great stretch. Going to hold this position again for 30 seconds. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do the same as last time. So we're going to put that knee down. You're going to stand up into a squat, lift that left arm above your head, lean over to the right hand side and push that hip forward. Remember to keep breathing. Keep pushing that hip forward. Make sure that left glute is engaged. Think about squeezing that left glute. You'll support the hip. Keep breathing in this position. Keep pushing, opening up that hip. From here, what we're going to do is we're going to return to that original frog position. Feet together. Frog on the floor, keep rocking backwards and forwards. And that is basically the routine done. From here, you might get back into a squat and you can kind of rest in this position, or you can go into a pike, move around, kind of find where it's tight, but that is basically the routine. As I said, the full routine is available for a free download in the description down below. You can download it as a PDF, take it with you, print it out, use it absolutely anywhere. You don't need any equipment for this. All you need is yourself and preferably a slightly comfortable surface. If you enjoyed this routine, hit that thumbs up button, show you like these kind of videos, support the channel. If you have any questions, you can leave a comment down below, join the conversation. Let me know your thoughts and opinions, how you got on with this routine. While you're down there, why not hit that subscribe button and join the Bodyweight Warrior tribe to make sure you don't miss out on any of more of these future videos. But that has been it for this week, guys. Have a strong and stretchy week. Peace.